You should be taking photos in order to improve your videos. Here's why. Oftentimes, it's incredibly easy to just toss your camera onto a gimbal, put your camera into slow motion, and just start shooting. Running around, getting whatever shot you get. When you bring it into editing, it's nice and slow, looks great, lots of movement, maybe add some cool transitions, and boom, you got yourself a video right there. But when you're watching a movie, there's a reason that you don't see the filmmakers doing this. Traditional cinematic content is shot with intention, and running around with a gimbal in slow motion oftentimes isn't very intentional. Now, don't get me wrong, gimbals definitely have their place and they are definitely able to tell a story or enhance your story in many different ways. There are many different reasons that traditional Hollywood movies are just shot with locked off shots on a tripod, very little movement, and it's very motivated. These Hollywood movies are focusing on composition and lighting, and you are using these to tell their story rather than just running around on a gimbal in slow motion. This is where photography starts to come into the picture. When you look at a lot of these movies, you can just take any screenshot from any part of the movie, and most of the time it will look like it could be its own standalone photograph. This is what you should be striving for. With those gimbal slow-mo videos, oftentimes if you just take a screenshot, it's not going to be a well-composed, intentional screenshot that looks like it could be its own standalone photo. These Hollywood movies, they are. And this is why you should be taking photos. When you take a photo, it's incredibly hard to captivate the viewer with just that one still frame. And so you really have to strip it down to its basics. Composition, lighting, exposure, and making your viewer feel an emotion through that one photograph. If you're not doing this, your photo isn't going to be interesting, just plain and simple. And so when you're making a video, of course, you can do all sorts of different tricks to make yourself lazy and just get the video done and make it entertaining. But when you're taking photos, you have to add way more intentionality. And this is how you're going to improve your cinematography. The best cinematographers are lighting with intention. They're adding movement with intention. And this is what photography will teach you, is that intention, and that intention that is key to making truly cinematic content rather than the cinematic content that you see on YouTube. Put down the gimbal, take your camera out of slow motion, put it into photography mode, and just start taking photos. And your cinematography will greatly benefit from this increased level of intentionality. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, drop a comment. I'll get to any questions if you have any. If you hated it, give it a dislike, and otherwise, have a great day.